Okay, we're back. After setting up the S23 Ultra, we just got it in the mail. I wanted to see one of the questions I wanted answered and I could not find an answer to is does any case from an S22 Ultra, which is this is the S22 Ultra, will it fit on the brand new S23? This is the brand new S23 Ultra. As you can tell, this is the S23, squared off on the edges. Should be same dimensions. I looked up online. It is the same dimensions. I mean, maybe a 0.2 or 0.1 millimeters off, but it's basically the same size. Would an S22 case, can you get away using an S22 case? Because I had the S22 and I still got a couple cases. Can I get away with putting this one on the brand new phone? Let's find out. Now, one thing I didn't know is buttons. Do the buttons line up? Let's see if it goes. Now, this case is kind of busted. It's been sitting in the closet. I dropped the device and the case did its job. The phone was not hurt, but case was. So buttons look like they basically line up. Camera line up. You want to give it a try? S Pen, one of the most important things. Looks like it lines up. Oh, the mic is off. That's what it. Well, let's put it in and see. All right, wish me luck. Wow, look at that. We got one side in. Oh yeah, does the mic up top fit? Hold on. Yeah, that'll line up. Y'all ready? Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Get the camera to focus. All right, let's push it in and see if it'll fit. Well, oh, I see where it doesn't fit. Look at that. The bottom camera. No. The sensor. This sensor right here barely fits in. This bottom camera looks like it's being blocked, and it's raising the other part of the case right there. As you can tell, I'm getting my knife up under there, so it does raise it around here. But let's check out everything else, because what I'm thinking is, now I'm not gonna have a case, I don't think, for a day. So now I bought some other cases for the S23 Ultra, but I know some of y'all out there that may like a case and don't want to get rid of it from your old S22 Ultra, or maybe you just want to save some money because this is a $40 case in Scipio, right? So what you could do, all right, let's look at the other stuff, and then I'll go through possibly modifying it. Yeah, see that mic up top is not in. We'll test the buttons in a second. You got the S Pen here that is accessible. You have your speaker that's accessible. You have a big charging port cut out, and the mic down here is accessible. So that's good that this one is accessible. It's got two mics, one down there and one up top. Now the one up top is covered, so you could still use it and your voice would pick up through the bottom mic. So it isn't a total throwaway, this idea still may work, still can work for you. Let's test the buttons though. It fits okay on the device. It doesn't lift up. The only place it lifts up is on this back camera part. Now, let's test these buttons, and I'll go over what you can do with this mic and the camera on the back. So here is the power button. Look at that. It still works. Now, let's try the volume down. Volume down works. Now let's try the volume up. Volume up works. So power button, is the same. Volume up, volume down is the same. S Pen cutout's the same. Speaker's the same. Charging port's the same. mic on the bottom looks yeah, it looks like the same. So it looks like you can make this work. A case. Now, if check this out. If you have a case, what will not work, and I'll tell you what you can do to modify this to make it work. Actually, you could still probably, you could use it like this if you had to. That camera sensor in there is not blocked, so you can still take pictures. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can still see it right at the bottom here. You can see it in the light. See, the bottom of the sensor is right here, so it's not being blocked, so you can still take photos out of that sensor. And if you really wanted to, you could, let's see where that hole lines up on top, because what I was going to say is, check this out. If you really want to, you can modify this case. If you have like a chisel or even a knife, I know it kind of look crappy, but you could even, just all you got to do is cut out 1/8 of an inch down here, just like that, to make it fit around that camera sensor. But as is, it'll still take photos. I haven't gone through the setup process yet on here, so I can't show you what it looks like from a camera, but I can tell you right now it'll work because I can see that sensor is not being blocked. It just goes about like 1/8 of an inch. You see that shining in the light right there? That's the bottom of the sensor, so it's not, this camera sensor is not being blocked. However, if you wanted to possibly poke a hole, now these cutouts on these S22 Ultra cases are going to be all the same on every case. Let's see where it lines up. Okay, so it's just a little bit. The S22 Ultra cases, the top mic is off to the right, about 1/4 of an inch to the right. And the new top mic on the S23 Ultra is, if you want to say, is probably about 1/4 inch to the left. But you still got the bottom mic you can work with. And I was going to say one other thing. What was that? Oh, yeah. Okay, you know how on some of the cases, on some of the S22 cases, they're like this? Where it doesn't have this one big cutout. Some cases look like this, where it has individual hole cutouts. Those cases will not work. The S22 Ultra cases that look like this design, that have the individual cutouts in the case, will not work with the S23 Ultra. If you want to use an S22 Ultra case with your new S23 Ultra, you're going to have to use a case like this, or it just has one big cutout. Because I guess technically you could. These basically fit, although some cases their cutouts so precise that you may lift a little bit right here on the sensor, and you're definitely going to lift right there. But like I said, what you could do is, if you have a chisel or a nail file or something, you could just file out on your S22 Ultra case just a little bit down here, and just maybe just barely right there. So, well, I answered my question. I was going to wait and film it because I was going to do this on my own anyways to see, because I don't have a case for this right now. I ordered one. It should be here tonight. Chances are it probably will be, but and if it's not here tonight, it'll be here tomorrow. However, I want to start using this phone, and I want it protected. So I'm going to use this until Amazon makes the delivery. So I'm glad I could answer my own question and film it here too. So if we had any questions about S22 Ultra cases fitting the new S23 Ultra, I guess we got our answer. It's kind of yes and no. You can definitely get away with it. You still got a mic. Yes, pin works. Speaker, charging port works. That's covered, but you still have this one that you can that people can hear you on, and you are still able to take photos, even though it's lifted a little bit. So, if y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And see, this is, look, that's because of this right here. Let's see on the other side. See that on the other side, that's not an issue. So works pretty well. Let's turn the screen on and see. Yep, you can still see some black right there at the edge of the screen. So you should work. This should work with a screen protector as well, with S23 Ultra screen protector as well, plus an S22 Ultra case and that technically should still work. Everything looks fine. Buttons work. Everything lines up. So if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. So, alrighty, take care. Bye.